Hey everyone, my name is Marshall Mind, and yesterday I posted a video showing you guys how to transition from half guard to side control and from half guard to mount. But the one thing that I left out was what you're supposed to do when your opponent is blocking those transition attempts consistently. Well, in this situation, and pretty much in every other situation on the ground, it's about being a few moves ahead of your opponent and doing certain things in there to confuse them. Now, when I find myself in half guard against a player that keeps blocking my transition attempts, the first thing that I usually do to try to confuse them is I posture up, throw a strike or two, and immediately try to transition. And to posture up in this game, all you do is you pretty much hold your left stick upwards, and that gets your fighter to posture up. Now, sometimes this might work, okay? You could hit them, give them something else to think about, and right away try to go to mount. But against a really good player, you need something a bit more confusing and tricky, and that's when faking transitions becomes your best friend. Yes, it is possible to fake your transitions in this game, and I'm going to show you guys how I do it and how other high level players do it. Now, I'm not sure this was an intended mechanic in the game. I'm not sure this was intended by the developers, but it is possible. I don't think it's cheap. I don't think it's cheesy. I think it balances out that the half guard position, and I would really suggest that you add this to your arsenal. Now, when I'm in half guard, what I do is I fake a transition to side control and immediately switch to full mount. And with this, I'm able to mount a lot of people from half guard, regardless of how good they are at blocking those transitions. Faking your transitions are viable in this game because on the ground, when it comes to denying transitions, you only have one chance to get it right. If I'm trying to go to mount and instead of blocking the transition to mount, you block the transition to side control, that's it. There's no going back. And because you can't switch between left or right, that makes faking transitions very viable, because when you fake that transition and you pretend like you're going to side control and you get them to commit to denying side control, and then you switch and go to mount, they won't be able to deny the attempt to mount because they've already locked in the denial to side control. So that's pretty much the logic behind that. Now, to actually do this is very tricky and will definitely require a lot of practice, but here's pretty much how you do it. When you're in half guard and you want to fake a transition to side control and then immediately switch to full mount, what you do is you hold L1 and flick your right stick to 7, okay? And as soon as you're done flicking it while still holding L1, rotate the stick from 6 to 3, and that will perform the transition fake and actual transition. Once again, you hold L1, flick to 7, that fakes like you're going to side control, and right away rotate from 6 to 3, and that gets you to mount. Boom, and you're done. Now, that's if you're on the left side in half guard. If you were on the right side in half guard, you hold L1, flick your right stick to 5, and immediately go from 6 to 9 while still holding L1. You make them think you're going to side control, they commit to denying it, boom, you go to full mount, and that's it. They cannot deny that. That's how it's done. And like I said earlier, this is not something you're just gonna pick up and become a beast at, okay? No one just picks it up and becomes really good at it. You gotta practice it a lot until you get really comfortable doing it. Because the first time you try to do it, it's gonna feel a little glitchy. You might glitch out. It's not gonna look really fluid. It's probably gonna look really weird. But the more you practice it and the more you do it, the more fluid those fakes are gonna look and the more natural it's gonna feel. So I would suggest trying this against the AI, or trying this out in a player match, or in a rivalry match against a friend or something. But the fact is, you gotta practice it or you won't get good at it. But that's pretty much it. This one was quick and straight to the point, and I hope at least one of you out there learned something new in this video that will help you improve your overall ground game and maintain dominant control on the ground. If you found this video to be very informative, don't forget to show me some love by liking the video. And if you have any questions about this at all, feel free to ask the question in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to answer it as soon as I possibly can. But that's it. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate you watching these videos, and I'll see you guys soon. Be safe.